Hi everyone, and welcome to today's Faith and Learning, I want to say episode. I don't know if that's quite the right term, but welcome to Faith and Learning. Today I want to share with you what I have found useful in the last few months in particular, but over the last couple years I've started to do this as part of my ongoing learning. I have started to turn to podcasts as a way to learn from other people, to learn from sometimes experts, sometimes people who are just living through experiences or who are just wanting to share their story. So a podcast can be found on your phone. It can be found on an iPad as well. It's a electronic recording, and it's listening. There's no visual to it, but it's listening. It's a recording. Usually each podcast has a host that runs their podcast, and then they bring in different guests to have conversations with them. And you can find these podcasts based on topics that you want to search for, or if there's a particular person you want to search for. I really started to get into podcasts a couple of years ago, and I started by searching for an author who I wanted to read who was coming out with a new book. And so I searched her name in the search section of podcasts and found what people she had been talking to on different podcasts and started listening to those. And from there, I was able to find people's podcasts that I wanted to continue to listen to. So listen to other episodes with other guests that they were speaking to. And through there, I've just been able to continue to grow what I listen to. Sometimes I listen to a podcast when I take the dog for a walk. Sometimes I listen to podcasts as I'm falling asleep at night or on my drive home from work. Lots of different ways that you can listen to it, but I found it helpful for me to continue to learn and grow as I listen to these podcasts. Sometimes they're speaking to what's happening around us in our world, and sometimes they're very faith-based and are very specific in what I'm looking for growing in my faith. And I've just found them really useful. I found them helpful. They don't always take up a lot of time. Sometimes they're an hour long, sometimes they're a half hour. It just kind of depends. And as I listen to those podcasts, they help me find other places to go outside of that. So as an example, several books that I've read this spring have come through authors that I've listened to be interviewed on podcasts, or recommendations that the hosts of the podcast have said, I've read this book and it's really great. And I found that as a great resource, not only to listen to what they're saying, but then to go and follow up with books that they recommend or other podcasts that they've listened to that they have found helpful. So I encourage you to take some time to go to your phone, go to your tablet, click on the app for podcasts, and just do some searching. You can find Bible stories, you can find bedtime stories, you can find authors that you like, interviews, lots of different options out there. You can get news stories, whatever it is you're looking for, you can find. And I have found that to be a great resource for me and a great tool in my faith and continuing to learn and grow and explore what God is teaching us. So I hope that's helpful to you. I hope that you find a podcast that speaks to you and to your interests and that helps you continue to grow and learn and ask questions. Have a great day.